All right, folks, we're about to turn you over into halftime. Do just want to quickly apologize. Our computer crashed out on us. This is not a good omen to start the year, but you know what? That's okay. We're here. We're rocking and rolling. And I don't know. Worst comes to worst, I'll go buy a new PC on Tuesday or something. So, all right. Sorry, folks. Again, apologize about that to all you wonderful watchers and sponsors and all that good stuff. We got this thing figured out. But for right now, let's go ahead and turn it over to the halftime show here, and we'll be back in just a bit.
The Reds are led on the field by Bank Officer Second Lieutenant Madeline Morales. First Lieutenant Katie Bauer. Yes, I love it. Captains Riley Topper and Emilio Williams. Personnel officers are President Bates Hernandez, Vice President Clover Burns, Historian Addie Hull, and Chaplain Katie Hutton. Our next recording is from the thread of the week is taking Adam. Captains, are you ready?
kind of like yell at him. No, we're not going to.
Maybank Independent School District is proud to present the 2025 award-winning Panther Band. Our band is under the direction of drum major Elizabeth Weathers and Holly Walton. Tonight is the first performance of UIF Musician Show Holiday, featuring the music from Green Day, Ron Nelson, and Hans Zimmer. Our soloists tonight are Olivia Bennett and Ryan Finch. Our freshmen of the week are Ashley Mowbray and June Cabrera. Guard member of the week is Luna Davis. Our upperclassmen of the week are PJ Schmidt and Bethany Howard. Please give our first game welcome to the Panther Band from Maybank High School. A special thanks to
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Maybank Athletics. Eight kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Maybank, the truck yard brings it all together. From smash burgers and tacos to lighter bites and loaded spuds, Mediterranean plates, hot wings, Cajun classics, fresh sandwiches, hibachi and sushi, even a boba tea to wash it all down. The truck yard's where Maybank comes together. Neighbors, families, and friends all gathering to share good food from one place. It's the Maybank Truck Yard, where Maybank comes to eat.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
All right, back here on the sidelines at Panther Stadium, not our Panther Stadium, Bullard Panther Stadium to be exact. Got a few minutes left here of halftime. Bullard band just about ready to come out and do a little performance here. They got the Bullard Bells going right now. Well, folks, let's see, that was a terrible transition, so I'm just going to go straight into this. Here we go. So tonight's coverage is partially brought to you by Zach Pruitt State Farm. They are right there in Maybank, 301 North 3rd Street. When life throws you a curve, Zach and his team are here to make sure you're covered. From auto to home to life and business, stop by or give them a call, 903-887-4777. That's Zach Pruitt State Farm, a proud supporter of the Maybank Panthers. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And you know, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Zach actually covers both of these towns. I think Zach is also, his second office, I believe, is here in Bullard. So, you know, whether you're a Panther from Bullard or you're a Panther from Maybank, either way, Zach Pruitt's got you covered. Well, JD, we saw an exciting first half there, man. We didn't, you know, I hate to say it this way, but it's just the honest to God's truth. It felt like a lot of times last year we were talking about how many points were scored against us and how we didn't have any of our own. Yeah. You know? So 14-12 here, and, you know, it's a very, very different offense. But interestingly enough, it's still the ground game that's running these Panthers.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know that's kind of the beauty of the spread offense is it definitely opens up that ground game just as much as, you know, stacking the whole box with everyone you got and trying to just run it down their throat. Here in the spread, they've been able to fake the pass. Jackson Copeland able to decide, you know what, I'm going to take it with my feet. Goes down. What was it, a 70-something yard touchdown run that he got right there.
88 yard.
Oh, there you go. See? A little bit more than even I said. So, I mean, that's just been the way that this has happened for him. And, of course, Jaden Thompson as well has just been doing a phenomenal job when his number is called of knowing where he's supposed to be rushing and has been making perfect decision-making on the hole that he's deciding to take. If he needs to cut it inside, then cut back out, that's what he's going to do. And he's been making those split-second decisions very well so far. The outside run has been really working for this team thus far in the first half. And on the defensive side of things, man, talk about clicking on all cylinders, dude. You know, to keep them in a game like this where last year, as soon as the team would kind of get those first couple of points and the first couple of times that the offense gets shut down, then the defense is out there a whole bunch, and they were kind of getting worn down last year. So thus far here, they're coming out and they're forcing Bullard to 3 and outs. They're forcing them to quick drives, allowing the offense to get back on the field.
Goal line stand.
That's right, goal line stand that we had late there in the first half. You know, they are not giving up. And that is what is beautiful to see about this Maybank team thus far in this game, is the want and the ability to not give up and the want to be able to stay in this ball game.
Yeah, there was not a single head slump, you know, shoulders go down, nothing like that. Now, that has kind of been, and I've got to just call it the truth here, that's kind of been a calling card for Maybank for years, that these guys, no matter what's going on, they never give up. They really do have that whistle-to-whistle mentality. But seeing things now, again, there's been the mistakes. There's been the Copeland interception that was thrown. There's been a couple of things like that, but it's not been anything that's too difficult to overcome. You know, yeah, I don't know what's going on there, JD. We'll have to figure that up. But yeah, so there hasn't been a dam break moment. You know what I'm saying? There has not been that moment that has happened so far. Now, of course, you still got the second half, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and my toes crossed because I obviously don't want that to happen. But what I'm saying is there's still a lot of time. But for this first 24 minutes of play that we saw, this is a really impressive group. You can tell that they've really keyed in and they've taken Coach Copeland's coaching and the offensive style and that kind of thing to heart. You can see that things are different. You know what I mean? We heard it a lot from the players whenever we were doing interviews and stuff over the summer. You know, that was kind of a common theme, is that things are different this year. And we're going to be honest, you know, me and you, after those first two scrimmages, we kind of looked at each other and went, okay, there's not, we didn't necessarily, there wasn't something that we didn't see or didn't like that we saw, but there was maybe we were expecting a little bit too much out of a scrimmage. I think that's realistically more what, me and you are like rabid dogs for football. So whenever it's, like, okay, we're actually going to get to play, especially after filming practice and everything for so long, it's we were ready for that moment. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so to see how these guys have come and put things together. I mean, JD, we have been at practice literally as much as pretty much any player, you know what I mean? And I have never once seen Gavin Foote lined up as a running back in that split up. So there's obviously things and stuff that they have done, little wrinkles and stuff they have worked on away from any kind of watching eye or anything like that. And it seems like this team is going to have some really cool things in store for us this year.
Absolutely. And, even on the drive over here, the question that you asked me was, what are you looking for tonight? And I told you straight up how it was. I was like, you know what? I'm looking for points to be scored. It was something last year that we didn't get to see a whole lot of, and it was something that, of course, now what I had said earlier in the truck is a little bit different than what I can say right now, as the measure for success that I would see in this team right now doesn't necessarily come from winning a football game, but it's being able to get in close games like this. To be able to score and force the other team to actually win it over you instead of allowing them to just kind of walk over you. And so that is what I am seeing so far from them, is they are going to force Bullard to have to win the ball game as opposed to just letting them just kind of walk all over them. It was another easy, Maybank, week 1, little easy win for us. No. It was something that Noah said in his interview that we had on Path of the Panthers. This is a different team. And if people come into that mindset that they had where Maybank's just going to be an easy win, they're going to be sorely mistaken. And I think so far tonight, Noah and the boys have been showing that.
That is the truth, sir. Well, all right, we're going to step aside, take another short break. We'll come back and get you the keys to the second half right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056. For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Maybank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Maybank, America. Proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Maybank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
All right, so back here on the sidelines, got about 3.5 minutes left to go. Now, I'm going to say it's probably going to be closer to 5 minutes because that's just kind of the way things tend to go, you know what I mean? But so a few minutes away from the second half here as we're seeing the Bullard Marching Band performing over there. And, it's interesting, I guess, because, we're usually working and stuff like that, but I've really got to start paying attention. Since we're not having to do a bunch of, we're kind of doing halftime shows as the bands and that kind of thing. Yeah. I've really got to start paying attention, and it is wild to see the different styles of band. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We've got like a show-style band, whereas these guys have the military march. So as you see, they're all about weaving in between and all that kind of stuff. Because I'd be the klutz that would totally ruin all of this. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, well, JD, I can tell you something that hasn't been klutzy so far tonight. There we go. Professional transition. We're into it now. Jackson Copeland.
I'll give you that one.
Jackson Copeland has been fun to watch tonight. Now, we were going through our computer crash, so we apologize. I don't think y'all got to see, but has got one on the ground so far tonight. He's got one in the air through a beautiful little pass to the back left corner of the end zone there, and Wayne Langford was able to collect that, and that is where we're sitting at the 14-12 right now. But, yeah, that 88-yard touchdown run, and again, I hate to say it this way, but it almost kind of felt like, okay, here we go again. You know what I mean? Have a bad offensive possession on that first possession. You have a very bad situation on the punt where you oversnap the punt, you give up the ball, it's on the 22-yard line, you give up a score after giving up the penalty to keep them going. It just kind of felt like it was all snowballing again. And then the next thing you know, number 4 explodes out for an 88-yard touchdown, and I really feel like, JD, we'll be talking about that moment months from now, because that feels like that is one of those catalyzing moments. So here in this second half, man, it's kind of almost keep what's working for you going for you. Again, the defense has been very, very successful. Everything's been working pretty well, but on the other side of it, your defense has really found a way to be productive. And did we miss where we were supposed to go? Oh, yeah, sweet. So, okay, well, I appreciate it. Coach Rainey come by to let us know that we apparently missed our table we were supposed to be set up at. But you know what? That gives us a chance to use our awesome Cedar Creek Media tablecloth on our own custom table right here, made for us by our friends over at Creative Genius. But anyway, so sticking back to those keys, man, and I hate, especially on week 1, to say something so cliche as keep doing what you're doing. But, man, this is the most exciting football game that we've done over in our course right now, man. This has been, even with the stress of trying to get here, we got here a little late, and so trying to put things together and computer crash and all that kind of stuff. I am genuinely enjoying what is going on right now, and that's not just a week 1 type thing. It is that I am excited about what kind of product I'm seeing out on the field right now. So my keys to victory are keep climbing the ladder. And that, again, cliche, but you keep doing what you're doing right now, man, because this foundation is being laid. And, you know, again, who knows how long Coach Copeland will be here, whether it's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 5 years, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But what this man and what his coaching staff and what these kids are doing right now is going to reverberate and set up Maybank, I do believe, for a real resurgence. Because if we can keep seeing this and we can keep getting the commitment level and all that kind of stuff that we're seeing from these kids, man, there's no reason you can't end up, you know, competing within this district, which again is the hardest 4A district in the state of Texas. Like, everybody agrees this is the one that is the hardest. So I don't know, man. I'm just digging what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, I believe, you know, the term for it is called high ceiling.
Yes.
I believe there is a huge ceiling, a hugely high ceiling for this team right now. And with the leadership that Copeland is putting into this team, I think they have a genuinely, really high ceiling for themselves to be able to reach. And it's not a matter of, you know, having to reach it all this season, but putting in the fundamental things to be able to lay the foundation for what is going to happen over the next couple of years here at Maybank. I think that ceiling will slowly start to be seen.
Well, JD, they are heading out of the tunnel, and we are getting real close to the kickoff for the second half. Before we do, we're going to step aside, take one more very short break. Be right back right after this.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Maybank Athletics.
All right, here we go, back to it. Going to be the big-footed righty, Ray Brager, setting up to kick it off. And we're back here on the sidelines at the City Backflow Sports Desk. Our buddy, Chris Flores, helping us out with a huge sponsor, well, you know, big sponsorship for us. You know what I mean? It is a big deal for us, and we appreciate him. You know, he's not dropping $1 million. Nobody go asking Chris for money or anything like that. I'm just saying it was a big deal for us. We really do appreciate him coming in. And if that last name does sound familiar, it's because one of the best cornerbacks in Maybank history bears that last name, and that would be his son, Mr. JJ Flores. Man, I'm telling you, that kid was something fun to watch. 4-year starter for Maybank, heck of a basketball player as well, and now is back in Maybank helping the coaching staff. He's kind of working his way to becoming a coach, so good deal for him. Second half is now underway as Brager got a lot of that one right there. It's going to be a pretty decent return. Now he's going to reverse field, and now we've got some trouble here, JD. Brager on the run. He's going to be the last one to get a chance at him. Does a good job to kind of corral him the other way, but nobody else going to be able to come up and make the tackle until he finally has to turn back in. So it's a good job there by the Panthers to stay in pursuit. That was number 11, Tristan Jones, able to finally come and make the tackle. But it is going to be a big play to start the half for Bullard, and they're going to be all the way inside the Maybank 15-yard line. Or no, they're going to put them just outside, so they're going to give them the 17-yard line there.
Tell you what, something you don't usually see, a 21-second kickoff return is what that turned into. As he
unless you're watching our stream, then it's 34 seconds because I forgot to stop the clock. So, all right, first possession here for Bullard. They're going to swing it out to the outside, fighting and able to get out of bounds at about the 5-yard line there. That was number 6. Excuse me. Tucker, I believe it looked like it was number 6, Tucker Standback. It could be wrong. So they definitely announced a different name on the PA there. So first and goal now. It's going to be a handoff to the lone. Oh, no, excuse me. It was quarterback keeper. And able to get down to about the 2, maybe even the 1 yard line. And it is going to be the 2. So going to send in another bigger body there, bringing in number 42, Ty Holly, as a tight end, bringing off one of those receivers. And he is going to line up in the backfield as kind of a blocking back, but it's going to be a quarterback sneak. Let's see, still no indication.
Call him a little short there.
Yeah, they sure are, JD. So a half a yard shy there. So it'll now be 3rd and really looks like they gave him a full yard there. So 3rd and goal, 1 yard to go. We've already seen Maybank make a goal line stand. Let's see if they can come up with another one here. And it's going to be another dive right up the middle. And again, no indication.
You're going to stuff it again. You're going to bring up 4th down and goal.
Okay, so let's see. Bullard, no hesitation. Call came in from the sideline right away. So you had 2 go right up the middle and get nowhere. So let's see what kind of decision Bullard wants to go through. It's still screwing me up, but they're both Panthers. I just want to say the Panthers, and I can't do that. So yes, Bullard is going to leave the offense out. Looked like there was a little indecision. Now they're going to line up under center. They're going to hand off again up the middle. He bounces it to the outside and able to put it in. So touchdown Bullard. And that'll extend the lead out just a bit more. 20-12 now with 9:35 left in the first quarter. Telling myself as much as I'm telling y'all. Extra point. Snap was okay. Kick was perfect. And it's a 21-12 lead for Bullard. Step away. Be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Maybank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Maybank, America. Proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Maybank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
Back here to the City Backflow Sports Desk. The desk is movable, so it is in Bullard tonight. Getting ready for the kickoff here. Going to be number 88, Levi Kidd, junior kicker for the Bulldogs. Or, I always want to call Bullard the Bulldogs, too, and they're not. So Bullard sets it up here. It's a pretty good kick. It's going to end up bouncing into the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. And Maybank going to be starting it off at the 25-yard line. And got some work to do here. Officially now that 2 possessions down. Had been able to stay within 8 points, so that's technically 1 possession, but now finding yourselves down 9 points. So don't worry, you got a ton of time to work with. Only 9 minutes 35, or excuse me, I guess that'd be what, technically 2.5 minutes gone?
Yeah.
Out of this first quarter of the second half, which is a really confusing way to say third quarter. If y'all haven't noticed by now, I am a little wild on the announcement, but you know, I'm not stiff either. So flanked back's going to be handed to Thompson. Thompson going to reverse field. Found some space. Still going to have to get around to get a positive yard. But, man, how about the field vision and bounce there from Jaden Thompson? Looked like he was going to be just absolutely demolished there for a loss of yards, able to completely reverse field and pick up 4. So to be 2nd down and 6. We've seen, again, that split back look quite a bit tonight. Single back now. And it's going to be a keep for Copeland. Looked like it was maybe an RPO because he kept the ball in his hand for quite a long time, and he is a tuck and run kind of guy. He's not a breadbasket kid, so looked like maybe there was potential for a little bit of a pop pass or something like that on that one, but doesn't come to fruition. But it is a 5-yard pickup, so it'll be 3rd and 1 now.
Gets that quickly here to continue.
And they're just going to hand it to Thompson right up the middle, who kind of, again, uses that. Ooh.
Dude.
He uses that athleticism to get through the hole, and he goes down, a Bullard Panther goes down, and an official goes down within the tackle.
I tell you what, man, that is something that Thompson is bringing to this team right now. It's the explosiveness to as soon as he finds the hole that he's supposed to run through, he is gone. He is putting all gears in motion, and he's going down the field. And it is up to you as a defensive player to try to stop him. But with his elusiveness plus the power that he's got in those legs, that's not an easy task to do.
He's got incredible balance. He doesn't lose his foot. Or feeding, whatever you're footing. There we go. There's the word.
There it is.
There's another handoff that time. And again, Thompson just going through people. And it does, there's no violent head whips. There's no nothing like that. But you just cannot bring this kid down on first contact.
No. He is you got to have more than one person to be able to bring me down kind of a kid. And that's just something special that this Maybank team has been able to find.
And last year we did get to see him at one JV game, and for some reason I feel like he had 250, 260 yards rushing.
Crazy amount of rushing,
touchdowns. Yeah. So we've definitely seen this kid do it, and it looks like he's going to be able to continue to produce even at this higher level. So again, Copeland set in the backfield, going to take the snap. This time it's going to be just a straight keeper to the right. Finds some space, gets around a couple of defenders, bangs through another, and picks up another first down. But we do have some laundry down. It's kind of in that area of it could be offense. So let's see.
As we see the white jerseys already starting to kind of trot back this way. I believe it's going to be, unfortunately, what we think it is.
That's exactly it. They call number 1, so they're going to get Gavin Foote on the offensive hold there.
So it'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
But you've been ripping off yardage, in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-yard chunks. So doesn't obviously doesn't help the drive, but I don't want to necessarily call it a drive killer yet.
Yeah.
So let's see what they come up with here. Copeland awaiting the snap. Gets it. Going to be a handoff to Thompson going around the right side, and he just puts the head down. Able to get –
somehow – still, even after first contact, found a way to muscle through, dude.
I was literally just about to say goes down right about where the original line to gain or line of scrimmage. And somehow he keeps the legs churning and gets another 4 yards out of that, JD. So 9-yard pickup there for Jaden Thompson. And my goodness, folks, we might have ourselves a number 1 running back out here.
I got to agree with you. Wholeheartedly agree with you on that one.
So another snap, this time going to be a handoff to Foote. We know that Foote has got a lot of shake to his game. This time able to pick up about 5. It's going to be close to the first down marker, but not quite there.
I tell you what, in 2 plays, they've pretty much already made up all the yardage they lost. And then some as they pick up the first down right there on 3rd down.
And I like that, JD. That's something we hadn't seen either. They're going quick on those short or 3rd and shorts. I like it. Don't give the defense any time to set up, adjust, catch their breath. Go right at them.
Just come right back. And, they are doing a fantastic job right now of controlling the pace of the football game and making the defense just on the edge of their seats and just doing everything they can to run it down.
So now Copeland going to survey, going to throw out to the right side. Oh, just a little underthrown there. So it'll be now 2nd and 10. Stops the clock. That's going to be the hardest thing for me all season, JD, is remembering to stop the clock on an incomplete pass. That's going to be pretty good at restarting it, but I'm getting real bad at not hitting the button to stop it there. So, hey, if there's anybody out there ever wanted to be a part of a broadcast crew, we don't make a whole lot of money, so we can't pay a whole lot. But if you ever wanted to be a producer on a sports crew, holler at us. We got a job for you. This time going to be a handoff up the middle. Doesn't get really anywhere. It's one of the few times we've seen Jaden Thompson not, pick up some yardage on a handoff. Matter of fact, I really want to say that's the first loss of yardage we've seen from him tonight. It was a loss of 1. So now 3rd and 11. Put yourself in a bit of a predicament, but this is going to be a 2-play situation, especially if you can get a chunk right here. Going to have 2 chances to get this first down. Copeland going to keep towards the left side, finds some space, puts the shoulder down, and gets enough of a chunk that we are going to see them go for it here on this 4th down. Needed 11, picked up, call it 8. Yeah, I think we're going to call it 8 there. So bring up 4th and 3. Now, we talked about it. Brager's got a big leg, but you're down by 9 points here. Still got 4.5, almost 4.5 minutes left to go here in this 3rd quarter. So I like the decision to go for this. Copeland going to keep it. Oh, there's nobody out there. He's going to pick up the first down easy.
First down and more.
Absolutely. So we got another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down right there. And that's something we didn't get to call a whole lot last year. We didn't score a lot of points. I think it was 77 throughout the last year. We also feels like we didn't get many first downs. So just seeing this, I mean, that's already probably 10th we've seen tonight. So I'm taking it. 10, 12, I'll take it all day. Again, Copeland set, takes the snap, going to hand off to Foot. Foot trying to find a space. Actually does a really good job of slithering through a couple of defenders there and able to keep the legs churning, pick up a few more. So not the biggest gain you'll ever see, but 3-4 yards we talk about on first down, that really keeps you ahead of the chains and makes things, helps keep this offense going for sure.
For sure. And, you talked about those first downs, I believe. I mean, this is like possibly the 4th first down that we've had on just this drive.
I'll take it.
So, it's great to be able to see this team put together a full, complete drive as they started from the 25-yard line, and now they're sitting here knocking on the door. Gets that one, I believe, just shy of the 5-yard line in Bullard territory. So really knocking on the door here.
And I really like that because that was a simple play. That was just a blast. That was just a running back blast right there, and you're still able to pick up chunks. So, again, it's showing that it's not just about scheme. It's about the attitude and the determination and just the new feel of this team, Another snap, going to be again handed off to Thompson. He's only going to be able to pick up about a yard or 2. So it'll bring up another short 4th down here for the Panthers. Matter of fact, it looks like they're not going to give him any gain on that last carry, so stay at 4. They have it as 4th and 1 on the board. I really feel like from here it looks more like 4th and 2, but we talked about how I need that eye exam. So 4th down here. Snap, handoff to Thompson. Thompson got some space. Powers as well. Oh, loses the ball. So they're still looking. No official indication quite yet.
I think they're going to say that he was down.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. There was a possibility he was down. It looked like the knee could have gone down first, but I wasn't 1,000%. Because if they don't call the knee down, I really do believe that's Bullard football right there. But knee was down, so it's a first down, 1st and goal here. And, again, I'm not trying to just keep, but it felt like, last year you didn't have that kind of break,
Yeah.
So we even take the luck here. So low snap, Copeland holds on to it well and powering into the end zone.
And he's got it. Jaden Thompson.
So,
able to barrel through.
That is going to bring Maybank within 3 points here. Let's see if they go for the 2 again. And it looks like they are. They're going to stay in that swinging gate formation. So snaps back, and Copeland's just going to go straight forward. And how about that? The easiest play they ran the whole night is at least off of the gate, is the one that is the most successful. So that brings you within 1 point now. 20-21, minute 38 left to go here in the third quarter. We're going to step away, take a short break. Be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media. JD, we got us a game, boy.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Maybank Athletics.
All right, back here to the City Backflow Sports Desk. You know, we haven't even said this. What are we doing? I'm Taylor Honey.
I'm JD Bird.
And we're Cedar Creek Media. We never, you see, we ran in, had to get going, lickety split, fighting computer crashes, and I tell you what, there's been a bunch of difficulties in getting this one on tonight, but I don't know that I've had more fun in a Maybank game ever. It's a pretty decent return here is going to be made by Bullard. Gets it up to about the 30-yard line or so. But, yeah, man, I'm telling you, win, lose, draw, I don't know. All I can say is I was really excited about football season, and this game has done nothing but to raise that excitement.
Yeah.
So I think right now about the only thing that's going to be able to cap my football excitement is next Thursday when, unfortunately, I mean, I'm a huge Dallas fan, but that Philly team looks good. We ain't got Micah no more, so.
It'll be a rough one for sure.
Yep. If you've been living under a rock, Cowboys traded away our best player yesterday in Micah Parsons. So, yeah, he was kind of being a whiny baby, but at the same time, I'd rather have him on my team. So.
And it looks like while we were sitting there chit-chatting away, some kind of penalty there on Bullard. So they had able to bring it out to the 40-yard line. It looks like they get backed up, and they are now going to be sitting on the 29. So
I almost wonder if it was a sideline penalty, JD, because the coaches just kind of told all their players to back up. So that may have been what it is, but usually in the early going of the season, they'll kind of give warning after warning, so I'm not positive. So counter run here. It's going to be a good one for Bullard. Able to pick up a chunk of yardage there. Bring up second down and short.
Eye the Tiger. Eye the Tiger.
Bullard taking a little extra time. They're usually pretty quick out of the huddle. That time they took a little extra time to think about it. So second and short here. Skaggs looking for somewhere to go. He's going to be sacked. That is Kason Schreier coming in and laying the wood. He
and
comes
it looks
up
like
with
it's
the
a
ball.
strip sack too.
There's still some talk on the field. Officials discussing. Come on now. Come on, let's see it. No official. Oh, yep, they're going to say it stays with Bullard.
Got him down.
Oh, but, man, that was right there. You couldn't have put it in a textbook any cleaner.
Yeah.
Kason Schreier coming in and doing one of them ear hole shots.
Yep, late attack off the edge there for Kason Schreier. Nobody to pick him up, and he got a one-way ticket straight to the ear hole of the quarterback.
All right, so winding down the third quarter here. This potentially is going to be the last play of the quarter. Skaggs trying to find somebody deep, now has to roam around in the pocket, going out left, being chased, gets the first down, gets past midfield, and goes out of bounds. let's see. He got past the 45, so probably right at about the 43 or so. Still 4 seconds showing on the clock. So I guess we'll get one more play here. So 1st and 10 for Bullard, trying to answer back on that last score from your hometown Panthers. Last play of the quarter coming up here. Skaggs has it, trying to survey, find somewhere as he's rolling out to the right, throws up a deep ball and offline, and that is the way the third quarter will end. So 21-20, the hosts leading by a point, but your Maybank Panthers trying to fight back here and steal away a victory in week 1. We're going to go ahead and take a short break. Be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Maybank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Maybank, America, proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Maybank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
All right, back to it here. Did miss a play there, and JD, I was messing with the computer. Did you happen to see what happened there?
A little outside run there for him. I didn't pay attention to who it was that was on it, but able to pick up a couple of yards there. Brings up 3rd down and about 5.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Do what I can.
So now Skaggs surveying, going to try and go up over the top. Was well high. So that'll be another incomplete pass, and it will stop the clock and give me a chance to reset here. Again, we appreciate y'all hanging with us, and I know the clock has been changed about 1,000,000 times tonight. But this is my first game running the clock and talking at the same time, so I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm going to learn this.
Looks like a flag there on the play. Waiting for the officials to come out with it.
Another chop block, so that's going to be another big penalty, JD. So that's going to put Bullard behind the bullet. Bullard behind the bullet, if you'll excuse the alliteration there.
Yeah, you seem to like those, huh?
You know me, and I've got such a squirrel brain that I don't think about it, but then when I say it, I go, hey
Look at there.
So 11 minutes, 16 seconds left to go here. It's going to be 3rd and 20 now for Bullard. Skaggs takes the snap. Going to probably look to throw this one deep, but has nowhere to go. Now going to throw one up over the middle, and fingertips not able to get the catch there. Had a man down the middle.
Mr. Gavin Foote there on the coverage.
That's exactly it, and it looks like that was number 12 there, Atlee Jones. They were trying to find down the field. And
we do see a punt team come out onto the field for Bullard, so they're going to kick this one away.
You know, I was wrong. I apologize. That was number 13, Gage Alderman, listed as a linebacker, but that was him that was on that route, so must also be a tight end. But, yeah, it looks like we've got a punt here. We did see they kind of ran it around, and that's exactly what they do again. And ball bounces around and is finally going to be stopped there. So right just a tad over 11 minutes left to go here in this ball game. Your Maybank Panthers find themselves down by 1 point, but they got the ball, and it seems like they might have a bit of that momentum. That's
Momentum,
the word?
that's the word,
That's
dude.
the word, right? Okay, they might have a bit of
that's
that building up here.
Maybe just a little bit, as right there, very nice defensive drive for them to put them in pretty okay position here from the 30-yard line to start, and looking to go on another drive down the field.
So Copeland takes a snap, hands off to Thompson, and again, Thompson just kind of pushing people to the side, says, excuse me, I'm running here, and he picks up another 15. Man, JD, we got a quarterback, we got a running back, we got a line that's up there blocking. I mean, we got us an offense. And again,
Yeah.
that's not anything about years past or anything. Again, this is my 6th year of covering Maybank Panther sports, and I'm telling you, there is something different down there right now. There's just a crispness, a cleanness, and quite frankly, a lot of desire, it looks like, down there on the field right now.
They are coming out here with something to prove, and I would say right now they're proving it.
So Copeland takes a snap. Again, going to be a handoff to Thompson, this time going left side. And again, just, I mean, it
Just shoves off that first contact and then ready to go into the next contact,
he
man.
just swipes.
Yeah.
He just does that little simple arm motion right there and seems to be able to knock off whoever it is that's on top of it, be a D lineman, a linebacker, a safety. It doesn't really matter.
Your arm tackles will not work
No.
against Mr. Jaden Thompson.
No, they will not.
And he does such a great job of using that off arm to sit there and fight off all those arm tackles, but also a great job of controlling the ball and not, coughing it up.
Exactly. Well, he's got another one. Oh, no, excuse me. That's
Gavin
Foot. And Foot burst through the middle there for another about 10 yards for Maybank.
Another little Zach Pruitt first down. State Farm first down.
Yeah.
Let me get the whole title.
The ZPFD. There we go. Acronyms don't always work for everything. Never mind.
I was wondering if you were going to catch what my silence was meaning there. Glad you caught on.
So this time, Copeland going to keep and sweep it to the right and able to break through the line and get another ZPFD.
Zach Pruitt, State Farm first down.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
There we go.
what
Now that you say that, I'm not even putting enough letters on it. I just need to retire.
Need
from
the
trying
double
to
Fs
make
there,
that kind
buddy.
of stuff. Yep. But, I mean, again, folks, you can go back and watch any of our broadcasts from last year. I'm telling you, we have not had this much fun standing on a sideline in years. I mean, I don't know that I've had this much fun on a sideline since I was actually, in the uniform, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
8 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here. Again, our clock's getting a little cantankerous on me. Again, going to be another handoff to Thompson. And it is going to be another, or it's going to be close at least. Yep, it's going to be another first down for your Maybank Panthers. And right now, JD, they are just ripping it off in chunks.
They got a full head of steam behind them right now. And these Bullard Panthers are feeling the wrath of the train being officially on the tracks.
I like it. I like that. That's a good call.
I do what I can.
I do. You see, you come up with good stuff, and I come up with dumb stuff.
ZPFD.
All right, 1st and 10. Again, Copeland takes a snap. It is going to be a direct quarterback keeper, able to pick up another 6 yards. So it'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Panthers are knocking on the doorstep here, looking to take their first lead of the ball game, first lead of the new season. That. Now, I got to give it to the Bullard faithful, especially that Bullard band over there. They are trying to back their team, giving the cheers and the jeers. Copeland again comes set. This time going to be a handoff to Thompson. Beautiful sidestep. Able to get within the 5-yard line. Gets close to the, they're going to give him the 3. So it'll be 1st and goal. 3 yards to go to pay dirt here. Just a couple of ticks over 7 minutes left to go in this one. And it is going to be a quick turnaround, and it is going to be a quick touchdown. Second touchdown of the night for Jaden Thompson. And your Maybank Panthers have taken a lead here on the road over the Bullard Panthers. Again, going to be lining up to go for 2. Only 1 for 3 on these so far, so let's see what they come up with. It is again going to be a Copeland keeper, and it is again going to work out. So Maybank 28, Bullard 21. We're going to take another short break. Be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Woo! 8 kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Maybank, the truck yard brings it all together. From smash burgers and tacos to lighter bites and loaded spuds, Mediterranean plates, hot wings, Cajun classics, fresh sandwiches, hibachi and sushi, even a boba tea to wash it all down. The truck yard's where Maybank comes together. Neighbors, families, and friends all gathering to share good food from one place. It's the Maybank Truck Yard, where Maybank comes to eat.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Maybank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Maybank, America, proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Maybank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
All right, folks, so while we were away, Ray Brager hit a pooch kick there. It ended up getting through the first line, picked up by a Bullard returner. Does a pretty good job to get it up to about the, what do they give it
like
to?
The 46 there.
46, yep. So going to be in good field position here for Bullard. Let's see how they respond, giving up a few touchdowns in a row now. Skaggs still going to be back there at quarterback. Snap is back to him, going to hand off to his running back. Powers through one arm tackle and then goes down. There's a nice tackle made there by our buddy number 11. Sorry, guys. Still, I know most of it, but I'm still learning everybody here. That is Tristan Jones. Tristan Jones. Good kid. I've got to talk to him like on the sidelines and stuff, but I think he wears a different number during practice. So again, Skaggs looking, going to throw out to the outside. That is Gavin Skaggs that is able to pick up the reception. Ends up being ran out of bounds, close to a first down. Oh, the original spot, they had him about a yard shy of the first down, but it looks like they reconvened. I was thinking that looked a little far. Now it's going to be 3rd and 3. So get a decent play here from your defense. You're looking at maybe burying this Bullard team here pretty quickly. 3rd and 3, going to be Skaggs in the backfield. Hands off to his running back, who's able to get close to first down yardage and just enough on that second effort. So Josiah Johnson with the tough run in there, able to pick up a first down for the Panthers, the Bullard Panthers. Also puts Bullard pretty firmly on the Maybank half of the field. Two receivers to the left, nobody on the right, and it's going to be an option play. That time Skaggs probably should have handed that ball off, as he ends up taking a taking a pretty good lick there for it too.
Oh no, I think they're going to say that he did make it back to the original line to gain.
Kind of fell forward and able to get back to the line, but it wasn't by much, like you said there, JD. Dadgummit, me and this clock are going to fight all night.
Yeah, this Maybank defense right now trying to ride the high of this momentum that their team has been given and hold this Bullard team to yet another scoreless drive.
Yeah, as they hand off up the middle that time. Ends up being a pretty good chunk play there for Bullard. I don't believe it's going to be enough for a first down, but it'll put them close. Yeah, so it'll be about 2 yards shy. So bring up 3rd and 2. Actually, they're going to say 3. You know, that angle sometimes gets me on those 1 yards. You know?
It's that far field angle, man. It's hard to read sometimes.
So I like 3rd and 3 better than I like 3rd and 2 here for us.
Absolutely.
So again, they're going to send Johnson back to handle the backfield duties. They hand off to him. He's able to split around, get through a couple of arm tackles, and pick up another first down. So Bullard looking pretty determined here on this late game drive.
Yeah, trying to respond here. Of course, now for the first time in this one, playing from behind. So they are trying to now fight their way back into this one with just over 4:20 left to go here in this one.
I'm telling you, I think this guy stops it for like 3 or 4 seconds after every play. Really jacking up my clock. All right, it's going to be another handoff, and that got behind his pads right there to Luke Stiegel. Able to pick up a couple more yards after initial contact, and will bring Bullard within a couple of yards of a first down, and it puts them in that red area right on the 20-yard line. Second down play, going to be another handoff. Again, just trying to feel his way through. Wasn't a whole lot of space there. Gets close to first down yardage, but I believe they're going to call him about a half a yard short.
Yeah, good job right there by the big bodies up front to just kind of fight him right there. Just not letting him quite cross that threshold yet.
So now 3rd and 1. We've seen Maybank come up with some big plays on these short yardage situations. That time going to be a quarterback keep for Skaggs. Goes right up the middle and able to get just enough for the first down, I do believe. But they're still kind of looking this over. It looks like we may have a man down on the field.
Looks like it was enough for the first down, but yeah, like you said, man down on the field, so they're going to take a quick break and attend to him.
All right, well, while they take a quick break, we're going to do the same thing, JD. We'll be right back, folks, with the conclusion of tonight's game right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City, or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
Right back to it here, unfortunately coming into a passing touchdown for the Bullard Panthers. They're going to be able to come back within a point here. Just the extra point needed to tie this thing up, and I don't love it, but I don't hate it, because that just means we get a chance to see what our Panthers are made of with about 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining on the clock. They're going to get the ball back and have a chance to do something, JD.
Well, we also saw the clock management that they had before halftime, able to go down and leave enough time on the clock, where Bullard wasn't able to do anything with it. Looks like a quick timeout going to be called by Bullard here.
So both teams burning one timeout. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and take those off the board. Let's see.
Yeah, like I said, saw the time management that Maybank's got this year with their offense to be able to eat it down in the first half. Heading into halftime, they were able to go down, get a score, and leave enough time where Bullard had nothing to do with it. So right now, with just a little under 3 minutes left to go in the game, I imagine that we're going to see a lot of running here from their team.
I would imagine so.
Last drive, all it needed was the running, really, and they were able to pick it up in bunches. So I would say that's probably the game plan headed into this offensive drive, as now they trot out to end the timeout and put away this extra point as Bullard. But
it looks like they're sending the offense out, JD, so they don't want to go for the tie. They want to go for the lead here. So bold call here by Bullard in the early going. Snap is back. Skaggs looking for somewhere to go, and he has got a bunch of open space. Going to dump one off, and it'll be complete. So they are able to tack on the extra and will take a 1-point lead. So 29-28. Bullard on top here at home. We're going to step away again real quick and be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
Two minutes, 49 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. Bullard just going on top, 29-28. Maybank about to get the ball back with a chance to respond. They have been doing well on offense tonight, as it's going to be a fair catch around the 15-yard line by Bryson Morris. So Maybank going to be starting right at that 25-yard line. And let's see what they can do. You know, and why I've got the chance, let me one more time brag on my good buddy over there, Mr. Zach Pruitt. He stepped up in a big way for us this year, so we do appreciate Mr. Zach. And tonight's coverage is brought to you in part by Zach Pruitt State Farm. It's right there in Maybank, 301 North 3rd Street. When life throws you a curveball, Zach and his team are there to make sure you're covered. From auto and home to life and business, stop by, give them a call, 903-887-4777. That's Zach Pruitt State Farm, proud supporter of the Maybank Panthers. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And how about that for a first down play? That will definitely get the juices going.
Yeah, continuing with the rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Jaden Thompson just continuing to move it down the field and keep this Maybank Panther team alive.
So second and short, just a yard to go here. Got that split back look going, and it's going to be a false start
there.
Yep, so a few guys jumping off sides there. It almost looked like, I don't know. I was going to say maybe Cooper just didn't get the ball snapped, but there was several people moving, so. And handoff is going to go up the middle. I believe that was Foot this time. Able to pick up a decent chunk, puts them close to where they were. Be 3rd and 4 to 5 here coming up. They're going to call it 4. And it looks like there's another timeout on the field.
Yeah, quick. I believe Maybank.
Oh, it's 2 minute. Excuse me, 2 minute warning.
2 minute warning.
So,
that's what it is.
2 minute warning. We're going to step aside one more time. We'll be back to go ad free for the final 2 minutes right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
8 kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Maybank, the truck yard brings it all together. From smash burgers and tacos to lighter bites and loaded spuds, Mediterranean plates, hot wings, Cajun classics, fresh sandwiches, hibachi and sushi, even a boba tea to wash it all down. The truck yard's where Maybank comes together. Neighbors, families, and friends all gathering to share good food from one place. It's the Maybank Truck Yard, where Maybank comes to eat.
Bring it up.
All right, back here to it. 3rd and 4, 2 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Going to be a handoff to Thompson. Thompson again just finding that space, and that time using the patience, allowing that hole to build in front of him. He blasts through, and it's enough for another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down. And going quickly here are the Panthers. Another handoff to Thompson, and going to have some laundry on the backside. Let's see what that turns out to be.
Well, usually when it's on the backside like that, it's a pretty clear indication of one thing. Of course, we were wrong a little bit earlier. We'll see here. But no, it is going to be holding. Going to be assessed to Maybank there. So that's going to back them up.
Yes, the positive part of that is at least it was on first down, so still got, you know, your full set of downs to work with here, but now it's going to be set at 1st and 20. And again, down by a point with 1:42 left to go here in the ball game.
Looks like a timeout going to be taken here by Maybank. So they're going to burn their first one.
Was that their first?
That's Maybank's first, yeah.
Okay. Thought we had, maybe it was a medical timeout earlier. I thought we had one timeout earlier, but hey, I'll be happy to have 2, so that works for me.
10 minutes, keep it going.
So it looks like Maybank really just wanted to kind of quickly check things up, say, hey, maybe, you know, quick little encouragement speech or something like that. Nothing too crazy as they quickly broke out of that huddle on the sideline and got back set.
Bring it up, everybody.
So here we go, back to it, 1:42. Snap back to Copeland. He's going to look to throw, pumped one way. Now he's got an open man down the sideline. A big catch for, who is that? Is that Langford?
Mr. Wayne Langford.
Wayne Langford able to come up with the big reception there. And that will flip the field for Maybank. And it looks like Bullard also has a young man that was a little shaken up on the play, able to get up and ready to go back to work here. So glad to see that. Maybank also ready to go back to work as they're already snapping, hand the ball off to Thompson, and he is going to pick up about 5. So 1:24 left to go here.
And of course, with 2 timeouts left, that's realistically plenty of time to be able to put something scoring up here.
And they are going quick. They're in that NASCAR formation, and it's going to be another false start here. They are desperately waving over at the sideline, trying to get the band, the Maybank band, to stop the competition with the Bullard band, as it is causing some real trouble for the hearing there. And it looks like, JD, okay, so false start is going to be called. At first it looked like they were going to line up in the same spot, so instead did a timeout get called, but no. So false start. 2nd and 10 now. And they've actually taken 10 seconds off the clock, so down to 1:01 on the clock now. Handoff to Thompson. He's going to pick up a few. Gets to about the 30-yard line, and a timeout going to be taken by Maybank right afterwards. So, JD, at this point, you know, you really need a pretty good-sized play to get in the end zone from here. But, and I know we haven't really seen much of it, but what are your thoughts on, you know, maybe lining up for a field goal here? Again, down by a point, so you got to do something, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, you know you have the leg power in Brager, but I think, I don't know, of course, haven't seen much from the kicking side of things,
right,
in terms of Maybank. So I don't know what the accuracy is looking like. I know the power's there. Don't quite know what the accuracy looks like. And maybe that's why, you know, they've been running the gate. You know, we haven't seen any extra points tacked on. Maybe that could be the reason. I'm not sure. But I think they are going to aim for 6 and probably settle for 3 if they absolutely have to.
All right, snap is back to Copeland. He's looking. It's going to be a screen pass. Nobody over. Oh, Wayne just can't quite. He wanted to run before he had his hands on the ball. not able to come up with the catch, so now real decision time coming up for Maybank. You're on that far left hash as well. So it looks like there's not going to be any hesitation, just going to leave the offense out there. We haven't seen the passing game be ultra effective so far tonight. We have seen a passing touchdown, but so it's going to be interesting to see what the play call is here. 45 seconds left to go, so this is for the ball game. Copeland rolling to the right, trying to find somewhere he's going to keep, and he's going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds.
And out of bounds, so stops the clock. You cannot ask for a better play than that right there, and Jackson Copeland continuing to be the heartbeat of this team.
Oh my goodness, Jackson. There is a reason he is named Action Jackson, because he is about that action, boss. That's the greatest Marshawn Lynch quote of all time. About that action, boss.
About that action, boss.
And going to be a timeout called by Bullard. Yeah, one of the coaches there. I'm not 100% who it is. I don't know their staff. I'm sorry, but he was basically standing on the numbers at one point. Did not like what he saw. Obviously knew there was going to be a busted coverage, so they go ahead and quickly call that timeout. So
20 yards to go here between Maybank and the end zone. And man, I don't know what else to say except for you're really looking for one guy here, Mr. Action Jackson Copeland.
Yes, sir.
Right now it's going to be his game to win or lose at this moment. The decision-making that we've seen from him, in the scrimmages we've got to see him play in practice that we've got to see from him, we know he's got the decision-making. And you know his dad over there on the sideline, Mr. Copeland, giving the good play calling. So it's going to be up to him to make sure that he's running his father's vision to fullty here. And 20 yards is all that separates this team from, I would say, an upset here in week number 1.
Absolutely. And a week 1 victory for the first time in quite some time for these Panthers. So first down, handoff's going to be to Thompson right up the middle, falls forward, able to pick up 6. So it'll bring up 2nd and 4, under 30 seconds left to go here, so got to move quick. They are back to the line fast. Snap is back. Copeland kind of fake it, throws over towards the corner of the end zone, and not able to come up with a catch is, sorry, excuse me. I know his first name, can't remember his last name. There we go, Brody Stephen. So Brody not able to quite come down with it. Did have a couple of Bullard defenders flanked on either side of him there.
However, does stop the clock here, so some time to work with still, 16 seconds to be exact.
Snap is back. It's going to be Copeland keeping, going to that right side, but penalty going to be thrown in the backfield. So it would have been a first down, but let's see what they're doing. An official having a conversation with one of the linemen there.
I think they're going to catch number 65.
Yeah, it's James Porter there. So Porter going to get called with the hold. It's going to set the Panthers back 10 yards. 12 seconds left to go. It's third down here, so I almost wonder if you're just trying to get to the middle of the field here to give Brager, if you do go for the field goal, try and get it lined up, get it in the middle of the field to give Brager the best chance possible.
Well, I just saw on the sideline over there, Brager was handed a football. So I think they are about to warm up the leg.
So here we go, 12 seconds. Copeland keeps rolling out to his left. Got to try and find some space and gets back to close to the original first down marker. But that is going to set Maybank up on that far left hash with a 4th down. And it is all going to rest, we believe, on the leg of Ray Brager. But again, JD, just to be in this position after what we went through as broadcasters last year.
Yeah.
Of course, we're not the ones out there sweating and bleeding, but we feel we're pretty invested in this thing,
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
It's good. It's just win, lose, or draw. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the best Panther season we've seen.
So I think possibly a quick timeout was taken there. Ray Brager out. Sorry.
I don't know what's going on with that camera. That thing's being stupid tonight, folks. We apologize.
All right.
There we go. We back. All right.
So yeah, quick timeout was taken there as to not forego the delay of game penalty that they were about to receive.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah. So that's exactly right. I thought it was Bullard trying to ice, but I apologize. I saw the little zero. I guess I just have things remember backwards in my head. I feel like I always remembered the home team being on the right side of the scoreboard, but I feel like every time that we're out and about, the home team's on the left. So I don't know. I feel like that's just maybe one of those Mandela effect moments for me there. But here we go, folks. So we have got a big situation going on here.
Big man, Ray Brager, out onto the football field. Going to be looking to put this game away.
It is going to be about a 30?
And before that can happen, Bullard now is going to take the ice.
We're going to call it about a 36-yard field goal from where he's going to be hitting it. So, am I right on that? Isn't it like 11 yards for the end zone and the backspace?
10 yards.
Well, yeah, but there's a little bit of space.
Yeah.
So I think you add 11. I know the game of football pretty well, but kicking is probably, as y'all heard from
it's my weakest area for sure.
Yeah, as y'all heard from our Henderson Cavalry soccer broadcast last year, the stuff involving feet is not our strong
forte.
suit.
Me
and JD are old offensive linemen, so.
Footwork, we got you.
Gotcha.
We know footwork.
All right, so it's going to be Gavin Foote holding here. Ray Brager going to be doing the kicking. How about this? A last-second field goal in week 1. Couldn't ask for better, folks. High snap, get it down. It's going to be blocked, but the ball is still live. And that is the way the ball game is going to end. So Bullard is going to hang on and get a 1-point victory. But again, JD, the building blocks have been laid by this Maybank Panther team. And I'm telling you, folks, this ain't your mama's Panthers.
No, absolutely not. These are not the Maybank Panthers we saw last year. These are a bunch of kids that are coming up, and they've got something to prove. And I would say even tonight, despite the 1-point loss, you did something tonight that nobody was expecting you to do. And you came in and you made it competitive. And you showed all of these words that you said over the summer. We made this Path of the Panthers thing. We got to see the words coming out of them. Like Noah said, this is not the same Maybank Panthers.
Sir.
And right here tonight, you saw that, and they showed it. The only reason you saw it was because they showed we are not the same Maybank Panthers.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we do appreciate you being here for the first game of the season. And again, sorry about that little technical hiccup. We're going to go run down to the field, get our interview with the player of the game. So y'all be tuned in to the Cedar Creek Media Facebook page for that. We'll get that posted up tomorrow morning. Player of the game, obviously going to go to Jackson Copeland. Welcome to Maybank, buddy.
Yes.
And this isn't a welcome gift. This is a you earned it kind of deal. So
absolutely.
Player of the game tonight, Jackson Copeland. We're going to go get them their Creative Genius t-shirt, get an interview with them, and we'll be back to y'all next week. I believe we got volleyball and football going on next week again, so y'all keep riding with us, and we appreciate you being here. Final from Bullard tonight, Bullard 29, your Maybank Panthers 28, and it's the most exciting loss I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next week, folks.